Bonjour! I've had a few people ask me how I recorded the vocals on my black metal covers that I've recently been doing. So I thought I'd do a quick video to explain it. There's not a lot to it really. So I'll take a microphone, and I'll take this microphone, which I'm holding in my hand. And that's a Shure SM58. And I'm screaming into it. We only said goodbye! Like that. And then I'm recording it, adding a little bit of effect, and then mixing it into the song. So I'll show you what the vocal sounds like within the song. I'll show you what it sounds like when it is isolated by itself. I'll show you what effects I'm using, and that is pretty much what I've done to record my vocals. There were two types of vocals. This is the one that I did on the last track, which is the Amy Winehouse one. On the track, or the two tracks that I did before, which was the Oasis one and the Adele one, for a little bit of a different effect, all I did was add a distortion plugin and add a little bit of drive just to make it sound a little bit more like Philosopham, like the vocals on Philosopham, and also the vocals on Grave Soulless album. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just screaming into the mic and then mixing it in. So I'll now go over onto the screen and show you on the screen what I was doing, and that's pretty much it. If you've got any other questions, stick them down below. So this is what the vocals sound like within the actual track. And this is what the vocals sound like when they're completely isolated and I remove all of the other instruments. She left, no time to regret, kept her pussy wet, with the same old safe bet. Me and my head high, my tears lie, get on without my girl. You went back to what you know, so far removed from all that we went through. And I tread a troubled track, my answer starts, I'll go back to. So now we'll have a look at some of the effects I'm using. I'm using a compressor, an EQ, a noise gate, and a space designer, which is a reverb. The compressor is just a standard setting on Logic, rock vocal compressor. If you want to write down any of these settings, just pause the video. On the EQ, I've just taken out a little bit of the top end. That's pretty much it. On the noise gate, I've mainly set that up just to reduce a little bit of breathing and stuff like that, so you can't hear it when it's actually in the mix. And then for the reverb, I've set that up so it's 100% dry, and then just a little bit of reverb, maybe 20% on the actual reverb. And I didn't change any of the other settings, and that's it. So the other thing that I thought I would tell you about is the current state of my house. So this is what used to be my kitchen. As you can see, it doesn't look much like a kitchen at the moment. That's what used to be a wall. as you can see, that doesn't look much like a wall at the moment, and that used to be my lounge. So we're currently knocking it all through and doing a few house renovations, which we've wanted to do for a few years. So I'm not going to be here for a while, which means that I'm not going to be doing videos for maybe a week or two. I will try and do what I can, but as you can see, I'm living in chaos at the moment, so it's not going to be easy. So bear with me, and I will be back very soon to do some more black metal.